Welcome back to today's industry recap, and there's some fantastic news for Boeing and developments with the 737 MAX at United Airlines. Want to begin with the American plane maker, where after a challenging last half-decade, things are beginning to improve for Boeing financially and across its business more broadly. Reporting its second quarter results, revenue jumped to USD 22.75 billion, a considerable rise of 35% year over year, and actually almost a billion over previous estimates. Additionally, driven by stronger performance, the plane maker was able to narrow its losses after years of financial turmoil. In Q2 alone, there were 150 aircraft deliveries to airlines. The deliveries equating to 150 represents a jump of more than 50 units compared to the same quarter just 1 year prior, when there were only 92 planes shipped off. This figure is also the highest number of planes delivered by the manufacturer in a quarter in over half a decade. All that with the continued production restrictions being imposed on its popular 737 MAX by the Federal Aviation Administration. Overall losses for the manufacturer came in at $176 million, which you might perceive as bad considering it is still a loss, but it's a massive reduction from the same period 1 year ago, where losses exceeded USD 1 billion for that quarter ending 30th of June 2020. It is a massive change, and change takes time, as CEO Kelly Ortberg noted in a note to employees. Still, now the plane maker is finally starting to see improvement across the business, with performance increases not seen in years. Last year, when a door blowout incident occurred aboard a 737 MAX, it certainly highlighted the lack of adequate work that had been done to turn around the business in the years prior, and since then, the manufacturer has undergone one of its most public and substantial transformations in history, the limelight firmly shining down on it. And with hundreds of millions invested, Boeing has made major changes culturally to just how it conducts its operations on a day-to-day to ensure that there is transparency, accountability, and adequate training from top to bottom. They're starting to see that work pay off, and that's a positive, believe it or not, for the entire industry. 2025 is therefore and continues to be touted as a year of turnaround, and the year the manufacturer wants to turn the corner for good so it can move into 2026 and beyond in the strongest position it has been in for well over a decade. But what's next? Well, for Boeing, the reduction in its losses is definitely a testament to the direction it's heading. Additionally, it's showing that core decisions being implemented can now be backed up as the right ones, with data to support it. However, Boeing also knows it's nowhere near done in its overall recovery. There's still much left to be done to get back to what onlookers would describe as the glory days of the manufacturer, but step by step, that is the objective. Ortberg said that if they continue to focus on the vital work ahead of them and place heightened importance on safety with everything they do, quality and stability will follow. Yes, for Boeing, there remains challenges in navigating supply chains, a challenge also felt by rival manufacturer Airbus, but learning to manage this is what is important. For the commercial airplanes division, communication will also take place with the Federal Aviation Administration about the steps to increase overall production rates on the MAX, which have been limited since the beginning of 2024. Boeing was able to successfully restore production to 38 of the MAX jets per month, but would like this to jump to 42 aircraft by the end of the year, alongside further stability across the 787 program. Away from the certified jets that are in need of increases in their own production, there are still some obstacles that remain, as I've covered here on the channel in the last couple of weeks, for jets such as the 737-7 and 737-10, driven by reporting from the air current that may be experiencing a slight delay. But as for your larger high-capacity 777X, well, that is progressing probably more confidently than it has in recent times, and we're still looking at that 2026 approval there. Over to the next story, and United Airlines is in the headlines following a new agreement for the popular single-aisle 737 MAX family with a leading lessor. The Dubai lessor, known as Dubai Aerospace Enterprise, or DEA, which the government owns, Relations said the agreement included 10 of your 737-9s for the US company. Those are the MAX jets. The agreement between the US carrier and DAE is for the purchase and leaseback. Deliveries expected to occur between August 2025 and February 2026, providing United Airlines with the much-needed capacity boost as it battles delivery woes. The CEO of DAE said they were delighted about the deal reached with the airline, noting it was a contract that builds upon a recent acquisition of A321neos on a lease with United. Additionally, DAE has been targeting that US market heavily, so deals such as this for 10 of your MAX jets symbolizes the direction that they want to continue heading as a lessor in the coming years. These lease agreements, which have been signed, are long-term ones, and as a result, the MAX jets will unsurprisingly be in the airline's operation for quite some time. In terms of the global impact that Dubai Aerospace Enterprise has, well, now it reaches 200 airline customers in 85 countries. While its home base is in Dubai, it has offices across 6 other global cities, and this ranges from the likes of Singapore, Miami, Dublin, and Seattle, to just name a few. Keen to hear your take on the 2 stories down below in the comments, maybe focusing in more on Boeing, who are publishing some fantastic news for a change as they continue their turnaround efforts. Thanks for watching, take care, be safe, and I'll see you tomorrow.